Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Wielders of the Essence. It is, don't mind the placeholder splash screen. I'm assuming it's placeholder, it looks pretty placeholdery, but it is a spin-off of Songs of Conquest, and also an incremental bullet heaven, which sounds really interesting. The demo is available as part of the Steam Next Fest, and I got early access, so I figured I'd dive in. In a dark swamp far from home, Ricktap searches for the dormant one. Yeah, so I think they're actually reusing the assets they had from... It has to be out there. Rana's depending on me. Yeah, so it seems like they're reusing... Okay, so I attack in the direction that I'm pointing. Reusing an amount of their assets, or at least some of them. Last of its kind. They say something ancient sleeps inside. Now, do I just go until I get overwhelmed, or we'll figure it out? There's no end to these creatures. Yeah, I think we just get mopped here. Looks like I've got a little bit of slow healing. Legends are true, its power could save us all. It just won't matter. I'll try and herd what I can. Just in the off chance I can grab money, make some progress. But I'm probably hosed. Well, I mean, I'm absolutely hosed. I fully expect to lose here. The main question is, do I farm for currency? What was I thinking coming here alone? Okay, whatever. We're just gonna crowd dive. At last, a wielder. You're hurt. Hold on. I'll get you out of there. Let's see if me picking up that money did anything. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You came searching for me and I've been waiting. Rest now. You're safe for the moment. I would hatch, but the essence in this place is all but faded. Without it, I'm trapped in this shell. Raise a settlement, gather allies, build structures. They will draw the essence back, and in return, I will lend you my strength. So yeah, this is inspired somewhat based off of, like, heroic strategy games. So Heroes of Might and Magic, which is what Songs of Conquest was. And it was a very good game, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I should probably go back and actually, like, do a more full playthrough at some point. But seeing them try and take some of those ideas and cross them with incremental, incremental progression and roguelike design, that sounds fun. Yes, I can feel it. The essence stirs. Even this small act brings me closer to waking. I step through the portal. Bring back what you find. Every stone and coin builds this place stronger. And if you fall, I'll bring you back home. So camp tier 1, lean 2, yeah. But can't do anything. But we have basic skills at the very least, so we can get some level of progression. Yeah, I've really been a fan of the idea of various developers making bullet heaven and or roguelike spin-offs of the various various pre-existing games. It doesn't always hit, but the idea of it is cool. So what do we want to grab? Regen, gold, or crit bonus? I think I'm just going to go for the gold. At the moment, it's not particularly useful, but the other one seemed kind of okay. I guess the extra healing per second might be good as well. Okay, pickup range and interaction speed. Crit chance, crit bonus. I think I'm going to go for the crit chance and see if I can get up to... I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up to 100%. It seems like this is following a much more, like, hard Vampire Survivors track. Let's see. Range or area? I'm gonna go for range. Range is probably the distance in which the shot goes. Area is probably the degree at which it covers. Okay. So I want to go for the range, the pickup, the max health. I think I'm gonna go for the pickup range just because that's gonna keep me out of harm. I should probably invest in some regen. Just because. However, let's grab the crit bonus if I'm going for crit chance. Okay, kill rats, summon the boss. Okay, so I do just pick things up as I go along. I don't know if I'm going to be able to kill enough rats. There are a lot of rats, though. Area max health and a little bit of regen. Go for the regen, seeing as I'm going to take some damage. Wait, were they mobbing me while I was in the level up screen? They might have been. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this one. Oh, so this is something that goes here. This is just a stat up. Well, do I want to go for the area? Sure. Considering I only have one regular attack at the moment, and it is purely to just fire off this wave, we might as well just make it as big and damaging as possible. Okay. Experience multiplier. I don't know if I want the max health. And yeah, we're not going to be able to look at the... We're not going to be able to get the rats in time to summon the boss. Which is an interesting idea. Okay, stationary damage bonus or health damage bonus. Increases damage output based on my max health. Oh. Okay. Oh, and I'm slowed in the forest. That's an interesting swing. What does this do? Looks like just a little bit of experience, nothing more. Okay, so we can level up my regen, increase my pickup range, which is tempting. But I think I'm going to just go for my attack because these things do not die fast enough, and I need to work on that. Let's go for the pickup radius next. Though we should actually maybe think about increasing my max HP. Now that I know some amount of that carries over into damage on my regular attacks. Okay, more gold, more range, more area. Go for more range. This definitely does feel like the standard kind of bullet heaven where I actually do want to focus at least a little bit on boosting my pickup radius. At least we haven't run into a magnet yet. Now, is this little hut something I can interact with? It is. Oh, and there's a treasure chest back there. Okay. I'm gonna go for the regen. Go from there. Listening to this guy's extremely quiet screams as he takes hits. Maybe not screams, it's more like a ah. I don't know, whatever you want to describe that as. Treasure, what do we get? Probably not a new weapon, but maybe we get a bongo. Okay, just extra movement speed. Seems like I'm probably going to get wrecked here, but that's okay. I'm just gonna keep grabbing whatever I can. Oh wow, you get demolished. Oh, it's the red hyenas. That was what was doing damage to me. That's fine. So I actually almost made it to the final boss, question mark. So these are short runs. Okay, well, let's upgrade the lean-to. Unlocks hunters to follow you in battle. So hunter troop, okay. So we have the Dragon Monolith, combat skills like damage, crit, hits, and attack speed. And so we can increase each of those. And I don't think I have enough money for the birthing pools or the destruction spire. But that's fine. Let's keep going back. So, okay. So while they're going for a much more like basic a basic structure for the actual like gameplay. Let's see, 5% pickup radius, sure. And this one's got 20% area and some resources, which is appreciated. So yeah, it seems to be going for like a fairly traditional, like basic bullet heaven. Ooh, unlocks destruction spells. Sure. Okay, so these guys are going to just follow me around. Okay, so the army building has got some interesting merits. I like the idea of that. So gathering, yeah, we want that pickup radius. But yeah, so rather than going for like a really high in-depth system for the like gameplay combat, you know, really pushing bullet heavens in that direction, going for much shorter runs is a really interesting swing. Just because, like, obviously you usually want players to be able to scale up in kind of a ridiculous way over the course of a run, but because they're aiming for more of that incremental angle, it's less of a focus on that, focus on the mid-run upgrades and more on the between-run upgrades. I don't know. I think that's interesting so far. Okay, go for attack rate. Yeah. Still don't think I'm going to be able to summon the first boss. Yeah, I'm mostly looking around for points of interest to interact with. For a chance, let's grab the regen. Now that I know the run's not going to be super long, the crit is nice, don't get me wrong. But it doesn't really factor. So max health is okay. And my goal here is to just chase as many POIs as I possibly can get to. And this is a bunch. 2 different ones, decent amount of stuff. Let's see, crit chance, area, or just damage. I'm not actually sure which of these are good. Pop this open. Let's go for the raw damage. Go from there. There's something over here. Let's go for the damage based on max health. Okay, go for the attack rate. Oh, was that just like a free skill upgrade? Might have been. Oh, and there is a magnet shrine here. Okay, so pickup radius is not as necessary as I thought. Increase the hunter tier. Give me more of them. And then boost my attacks. Alright. I like this. I wish the mid-run build crafting was like immediately more interesting, but what it is fine. And this is doing the thing that I really, really like. Specifically about Death Must Die, which is to say there are just tons of points of interest to chase down. And, you know, use to empower myself with, rather than just staying in one place fighting a bunch of enemies. It creates a much more, I don't want to say satisfying core gameplay loop, but it's more about kind of avoiding and like warding off the enemies while you're chasing whatever your goal is. Now, obviously, you still want to kill things, you want that experience, but it's not as important as in, say, like, some other games where combat is the only thing you do. And I'm about to get wrecked here, but that's fine. Let's see. Crit chance. Boost that up. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of them nibbling on me, and I'm going through the forest because I'm a fool. But I'm a fool that also knows that I'm about to get a bunch of upgrades. Gotta make sure I'm not covering any UI here. Yeah, about the same duration. But that's fine, because we made a lot of money. So I can buy... So I can upgrade any of these. So area bonus, attack rate, crit bonus, crit chance, damage, and reach. So some of those are good. I think I want to go up here first. Let's grab the destruction spells. Okay, so we have destruction magic, source destruction essence, and then cold snap. Targets nearby enemies, freezing them and amplifying damage taken. Cast faster with more destruction essence. Okay, do I want to grab this though? I think so. Survival skills like health, movement, and experience. But I can't afford anything at the moment. It just gives me health. I actually don't know what that gave me. And it gave me a magnet right from the get-go, which is kind of sad. What am I going to use a magnet for? Let alone a multitude of magnets. At least I kind of know where they are. I think that's just supposed to heal me. No, that one gave me experience. Let's see, quick. Ooh. You know, I want the hunters, but let's go for quick. I don't know if the experience multiplier is actually that good. And yeah, I don't need the pickup radius as much as I thought I would. Let's see. Namely because now that I know there's magnets, kind of, not everywhere, but they're common enough. Attack rate, more gold. Go for the more gold early. More movement speed, raw damage. No, let's go for the movement speed. This is going to sound silly, but I just want to go fast. So what does this do? Extra pickup radius. Well, I'll take it. So in that case, we could pick up the pickup radius upgrade. Now, I guess the one thing is I should probably try and level up. At least a little bit. What I should probably also do is stop unlocking so many things and actually start getting some meaningful upgrades. Just so I can one-shot rats. Because if I can chew through the initial rat wave, that's probably going to give me a ton of power. Yeah, the main question is, where do I get most of my money from? Fighting things? Or, okay, that bone thing's not something I can interact with. And that is okay. Cold snap! Okay. Attack rate, attack rate. Grab those. Failed, but I'm doing better. Get the regen as well. We've got another treasure chest. So we do we just auto cast Cold Snap? It looks like we do. So it's not something I'm controlling. Loot. Extra movement speed. Oh. These hurt, obviously. That's the experience multiplier, which, yeah, I'm not convinced the experience multiplier early was worth it. Ooh, that's cool looking. Whatever it is. A little bit of damage. A little bit of movement speed. Let's see. Cold Snap, damage amplification, hits more targets. I'll take it. Yeah, that is quite good. Chest open. I'm just trying to grab as much money as I can. Destruction Essence and more gold. Unfortunately, probably too little too late. Improve the hunters? No. Improve my own attacks. Yeah, it's too many of these guys. Ah, almost got it. That was a bag of gold, too. It's fine. Yeah, let's... Maybe instead of unlocking new things, let's actually invest in some stats here. Probably. Learning increases the amount of experience gained, so that's kind of good. Let's see. Upgrade camp to unlock higher tiers, so more targets, duration, damage amplification. What are these? So, regens more health, gain more gold, experience multipliers. So does this just boost these? So when I find them, they come pre-upgraded. Maybe. Oh, I have to upgrade the camp tier. Well, it cost me no gold to do that, so sure. That's expensive. Let's just go for raw damage first. Okay, boost those. What else can I invest into? A tavern. Purchase and upgrade wielders. Oh. But I'm going to need 20 wood for that one. So I want to see what those stat bonuses did. Are those permanent ones that come unlocked, like, automatically? Are my stats just boosted because of those? Or is it one of those where, yeah, so this is instantly tier 2. Huge. I'm going to grab the hunters, though. The reason why I want the hunters is mostly they just act entirely on their own and just do their own thing. Okay. So the one thing I would say that I'm seeing or not seeing particularly well so far, I really wish the enemies were slightly different. As it stands, most enemies behave in the exact same way. They just kind of bounce towards you forever. While that's not necessarily bad on its own, it's mostly just kind of boring. And it feels like, you know, just having enemies that approach you have ranged attacks. Stuff like that can go really far at making these more interesting. Oh, so by upgrading them, it doesn't actually make them start at level 2. It makes it so that they're, or they start at level 2, but raises their cap as well. That's really nice, actually. Okay. Yeah, we're getting to the point where I could probably fight the first boss, let alone the second. Yeah, so we definitely want to upgrade as many of those skills as we possibly can get. Okay, grab a couple of chests. Give me a loot for some movement speed. Okay. Braid of the Horned Ones, 10% more damage. Unfortunately, yeah, 10% more damage doesn't really make too much of a difference here. I am definitely a weak lad. Grab the more gold. So more area, more experience. Like, they're okay. I think the one thing I'm hoping for from this is some kind of, like, I don't want to say secret synergy system. I want some of these to do weird stuff. And I'm not seeing it so far. Weird stuff being like, well, I mean, easy example is the evolutions from Vampire Survivors, for example. Being able to, like, fuse stuff together depending on, like, what perks you've picked. Easy one would be, like, if you had 2 unit types, you can mush them together and get, like, a stronger one. Or, making it so that, like, my frogs can, cast spells or pick up stuff, or kind of mix of those things. Give me a damage aura based on my regen. Like, little weird perks that pop up randomly that aren't just a percentile stat bonus are always extremely nice. Ooh. 10 destruction essence for a while. Boost my hunters. Keep grabbing these. I'm gonna hope we get a magnet somewhere in here. Wow. I, like, manifested that into existence. It was about time. Okay, 20% more movement speed. Go for the area. Go for the damage. Oh. Does upgrading them... Upgrading things might actually be way more useful than I thought. It might actually change their scaling. Which is actually crazy good. Well, I'm living longer. Yeah, it does. It does increase their scaling. So rather than going up by 10 at a time, it's going up by 20 at a time. So that means we definitely need to get the tavern so I can modify this character. Ooh. Yeah, the red hyenas are really painful. Not much I can do about it. Mostly just die. At least I got the money. Okay, let's go down here. Buy the tavern. So now we can have different characters. Currently, we're just playing Rick Tap, so this can increase my base damage. Yes, I don't think I can play as this guy. Yeah, not yet full version. Unfortunate. Compass Sense. Sense nearby points of interest on the world map. Increase your rerolls. Start runs at level 2. That would be nice, but we want to grab some other things. Namely, we want to get each and every one of these up to level 2. I guess gathering would have been nice. Nah, it's fine. Okay, there's still more things that I can get. So we could get the Beast Corral and the Smoldering Cave. There's nothing I can do with the egg. We can talk to it. Stay close, Wielder. Your presence, it stirs something in me. But sir, you are egg... Oh, this is a pretty good start. I wonder if you get a better, like, starting array of random stuff, depending on how well you did on a previous run. Yeah, my problem is my base damage just very much needs some work. Okay, grab the hunters? Sure. Grab these. These folks again. I'm just gonna smack them all. Do we want to get Cold Snap? Kind of. Actually gonna go for the gold gain. Let's just grab the magnet while we're here. Go for the attack rate. Yeah, that's nutty good. So is there a map? It said on the world map, so there might actually be other locations that I go to. Well, I'm sure there are. Go for that crit chance. I want the regen as well. I can't do anything with this one, apparently. So yeah, let's just boost my crit. Should probably boost my range as well. I mean, one of my problems is I'm just not hitting enough of these enemies. Let's see. Movement speed, slow resistance. Yeah. Making it so I can scoot through the forest without too much of an issue is going to be nice. Yeah, don't know what that does. Let's see. You know what? I will grab the Cold Snap just because. Grab these other ones first. Can fight those guards in a smidge. Might take some damage here. So be it. Okay. Do I want to get regen? Yeah, we should get regen. Okay, so this still is only going up by 5%. I guess I can't have everything. Okay, we're getting close to being able to fight the first boss. I'm just not quite there. Okay, got the treasure chest up here. Might as well head for it. Looks like we can have at least 2 skills equipped and 2 units following me around. More max health, so that'll increase my damage by, what is that, 0.2? Not huge. Gain a destruction essence, and this one I can open. Oh. Temp destruction essence. Sure. Didn't actually pay attention to what that was. I just grab. Which, like, is fine. Okay. Ooh, equipment. I can actually buy equipment here. Max health and damage resistance. Sure, I'll buy the most expensive one. Reason being, I don't know, mostly why not? It's a damage booster for me. And also, you know, durability, survivability. Or pickup radius. And yeah, that slowing resistance... It's not that it makes me... It reduces it by 10%. If the slow is... If it's like a 30% slow, that 10% slow resistance might just knock it down to a 20% slow. Seems to be my interpretation of what's going on. Feels kind of bad to waste all of my money on some of these. Especially when I'm probably going to die momentarily. But you never know. Let's see if we could get another magnet here. More regen, more regen. Also seems like we're getting more money based on how long we live. Like the higher level I get to, the more money each level up seems to be worth. Which is much appreciated. Okay. Yeah, the problem is there's just so many of these guys. So at this point, it's more about just holding on as long as I can and walking only through the enemies that I can survive the hit from. Oh, this helps. That seems to be the boss. Who I'm actively going to avoid interacting with. Grab that. Boost to destruction magic. I'm just hoping we can find a magnet somewhere in here. Got it. Oh, good. I can safely walk through frozen enemies. Okay, give me some attack rate. Seems like the attack rate has increased scaling, maybe. Let's see, hefty. Sure. Next level is 2. A couple of these shrines, but they're just for damage. Go for those. Pickup radius might be worth it considering how much I'm leaving behind here. Grab this. I mean, I'm living. Let's go for that attack speed. Pick up all of our levels. Ooh. Big ups. A lot of stuff here. But once again, survival does not matter. Resources are the only thing that's keeping me going. Oh, I see. It's an iron mine. That's fun. I really appreciate how much they're using from the... let's see. How many different ideas that they're using from the... let's see, booster damage. I might actually be able to kill this boss. Yeah, no, actually, it's looking pretty killable, given everything. Oh, in that case. I don't think I'm going to buy anything from the shop. Cheapest possible thing. Yeah, I mostly didn't want the shop. I mostly just wanted to keep looting. Boss. Oh, chest is over here. Treasure, more pickup radius, more gold. And then we kill the boss, who's worth a ton of money. Fine, I'll grab the pickup radius, considering. Now what? Well, we succeeded. A lot of money, a lot of resources. So for starters, let's go back over here. We want to get the Ricktap upgrade. For damage. Yeah. Upgrade camp to unlock higher tiers. Can't do it. Sense nearby points of interest on the world map. Could be good. I think, let's go up here. Get Destruction Essence. So those both require whatever that resource is, the Nugget. Upgrade my troops. Do I want to grab the Beast Corral? Sure. Let's see what these give me. So yeah, now I've got the Ravagers. Oh, who have an inherent pickup radius. And ranged units. Let's see. Missing Rana Arcane Spire. Arcana spells and creation spells. But we can't get them in the demo. I guess I'll go for the pickup radius. And I don't know if there's really much else I can invest into at the moment. At least not there. But over here. Range? Yeah. Herons have been circling again. Keep your young ones close. Oh, that's funny. Starting levels wouldn't be bad. Like, some of those could be good. Ah, so we have new levels to go to. So that's probably the detect things on the world map. Let's see. But yeah, for me, herons aren't an inherent threat. But, for a race of, like... Ooh. Destruction and creation spells. I think I'm still going to go for the Hunter for now. Just because I've already upgraded them and they give me more essence. Oh, 3 essence per second, so that determines how fast we cast. Presumably. So do we grab Cold Snap? Yeah, we grab Cold Snap. More Destruction Essence? So yeah, that just determines how fast we cast. But considering it's one of the only other attacks I have, it seems worth it. Let's see. Grab those. So, the thing I wish this had was branches. Whenever I, like, level an ability up, I really wish it would actually, like, I click on Gathering level 2 and then it would give me, like, 2 or 3 options. Instead, do I want to go for the experience multiplier? Sure. You know, we never actually did fight the first boss in the previous region, so we should probably go back and do that at some point. I just wanted to take a look at this area. Oh, considering this one just has gold. Oh, I got wrecked by Vikings. Yeah, but I did get some gold. 1 gold. Okay, let's defer. Let's go back here for one more round at the very least. I want to fight the rat boss. Plus, this is going to be much easier. So how many licks does it take to get to the center of a rat? 2. At least currently. So good to try the Ravager. I think I'm going to keep stacking the Hunters. Once again, them just starting at level 2 is a huge boon. And makes my life a lot easier. What was I going to say about anything? I don't know. I like where this is going. Yeah, right. I was talking about the branches. Mostly I want the branches just so it doesn't feel like I'm doing the same build every single time. That a lot of runs can feel kind of samey. I will say, for an incremental game, this is actually one of the most exciting incremental games I've played in a while. It's a B-tier bullet heaven, but it's a much more interesting, much better incremental game. Because so many... I was talking about this specifically with actually another bullet heaven that I don't know which is going to go up first. Oddly enough, I have to draw frog for both of them. Let's see. Do I want to do creation spells or arcana spells? Range attacks? Nah, let's grab the Ravager. Let's just have the bird. Because I think it has a pickup radius too, which is lovely. Right, I should probably actually hang out and fight rats. Because we do want to get that level up. Or we do want that gold. Give me the range too. Damage. Yeah, go from there. It was the No More Pesticide game, which is a spin-off of a Bullet Heaven. It's almost kind of the reverse of this. Kind of, not quite reverse, but it's a Bullet Heaven that's becoming an incremental game, as opposed to a, well, do I want to do, no, I think I'm actually just going to boost my hunters. Okay, boss is approaching. This is what I was hoping for. Okay, so we've got 2 rat bosses coming in. Yeah, I want to see what they give me, and we need the gold. Extra creation essence. Yo, we don't have any creation magic going on at the moment. But it's fine. Do I want to increase that? No, I'm going to boost that one. Let's see, range, crit chance, boost the bird. Boost the bird. And I think this might just be a lumber mill. Yeah. So endless source of wood, if I really felt compelled to go for it. Considering I've got plenty at home, no. Okay, I'm going to keep boosting my destruction essence. Because the higher my destruction essence, the faster this just fires out. Which is awesome. Actually, I don't know, I really like that as a spellcasting system. I wish more games kind of followed suit. So we are now looking for, I mean, a magnet I'll take. We've got a fair bit of stuff here. Weirdly, what I think I need the most is movement speed. None of these are that, but I'll grab the experience gain. I can also only pick 2 more perks, so I might want to take a look into that. I don't know if I want gathering. Okay, so this is going to give me even more destruction essence, so now I'm getting 18 per second, which is why I just turn into a torrent of attacks. Grab another magnet. I love magnets. Area, range. Like I could go for the max health. I do scale the damage off, my damage off of that a little bit. It just says upgrades to level 2. I wish I knew what that meant. Okay, this is just another lumber mill. We do not need those. Let's see, do I have the regen? I probably don't. We should snag that when we get the chance. When we get the chance. I should grab greed though, and get anything that makes me beefier. I might have to decide between movement speed. No, actually the damage scaling did go up, because originally it was going up by 5 per, and now it's higher. Yeah, because the movement speed and the regen are competing for the last slot. Let's just grab these. The extra experience gain actually really is making a difference. Okay. Next level hunter. This one might not have an upper limit, or maybe it does. Well, I'm going to grab the regen. Seeing as this there. it... Oh, what am I thinking of? Oh, boss is up already. Do we just fight him? I mean, I might as well. I could keep farming, but it's minor at best. Just boost my attack speed. Maybe the branches, if it's not every level, at the very least I'd love to see branched evolutions for reaching like max level, maybe. Okay, we got most of the resources. Would have been nice to get a magnet, but it's fine. I got what I needed out of that one. Go back here. I think we want to start by upgrading that, which is going to cost most of my resources, but it's so worth it. Let's see. And could boost some of these. Can't do attack rate. So we can do area, crit bonus, crit chance. Can't do damage. Could do range. Or can I boost these guys? Ah, upgrade the camp. Cannot do that then. I'll go for the crit chance then. Alright. Not a level 2, because this will hopefully get me more money. Hopefully. So, we do need the movement speed. I should pick that next time we're given the chance. We got a couple of chests nearby. Okay, keep going for the hunters. Grab this. But yeah, maybe for reaching max level on a thing, which seems to be level 3, if it was like, hey, here's like 2 or 3 kind of special perks that show up. So for the hunters, it's like, maybe they inherit some of your damage, or can cast spells occasionally. No, that'd probably be better with a spellcaster anime. With stuff like the damage upgrades, I don't know. Go for the attack rate, because it's going to be helpful. Just like little things. I'm looking for the overclock bonuses or evolutions or something. Just a little bit to kind of spice up the build crafting so it's not the same build every single time. Because I think that's going to be what elevates this into the kind of general tier of like, ooh, do I want more destruction magic? I mean, really we just have attack speed. No, we should probably grab quick. And let's try the ranged guy this time around. Raw damage, raw damage. Range, crit bonus. Let's go for crit bonus. Range is nice. And I do benefit from that. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to kill enough swine. Which is a bit of a downer because the swine upgrade would actually be quite good. Okay, so now we've got crit chance, crit damage. I wonder if my frost spells can crit. Haven't tested it. Do not know. A hell of a lot of pigs. And yeah, I don't care about a stationary damage bonus as I am never stationary. Okay. Keep going for the hunter. Give him that. Damage amplification targets 3. Go for that attack rate. Well, actually, we are going to summon the mid-boss. After all. Maybe not at the best time, but I'll take it. Let's grab rejuvenation. Okay, pig bosses. I'm just gonna wail on this one until it's dead, at the very least. And yeah, I'll keep doing Destruction Essence, because that's hella good. So what's the next one? Gold Gain? Gold Gain is tempting. Okay, we get 3 of these. Arcana Essence and some other things. I guess I shouldn't be picking up anything. I should be continuing on, because we'll find another magnet somewhere along the way. Okay. Anything else here? A lot of little goodies at the very least. Feels like I'm getting close to the bottom of the screen, but it's difficult to tell. Honestly, kind of wish that there was no bottom, that it was kind of an infinite scroll situation. Not that the map is infinitely large, but if you go off the bottom, you just end up on the top, and players wouldn't notice. Having to be aware that there is a finite amount of space is fine. Wow, I do a shit ton of damage, actually. This is great. Grab these, chest up here, and magnet, which is good. Enemies do hurt, that is one thing I need to be careful of. More gold! Keep boosting my base damage. Unfortunately, it's like only two at a time, but it's fine. The magic is very much keeping me super safe here. Now we get more destruction essence, so everything gets turbo frosted. I actually don't know if it does damage, unfortunately. But it certainly keeps me safe. It's these guys again. These are the ones that killed me previously. I'm back for vengeance. And your loot. How much damage are my little guys doing? 20 a pop, actually. That's genuinely really good. Okay. I'm still gonna boost myself for the time being. Oh, so this is a gold mine. Okay, boss is up. Oh, he's got a ranged attack. Okay. So the boss is quite good. He's just also spooky. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to be able to deal with that. Staying out of his way, I suppose. Damn it. Yeah. Some more movement speed would do the trick. Well, either way. We're making it. Where's the one that gives me movement speed? Quick. Let's see. What else can I do? Because, yeah, I've got to upgrade the camp, which I don't think I can do. Yeah, locked in demo. I'll grab the compass sense. Give me some rerolls. Start at level 2. Start at level 3. Start at level 4. Okay. So the crit bonus is pretty good. Scaling my attack rate seems worthwhile. Scaling my crit damage. I guess what I should maybe save up for is actually boosting one of these guys. And we still haven't actually gotten the Arcana Spire yet, have we? I should have actually bought that. Oh. Yeah, that would have made a huge difference. Oh well, all of these will. Yeah, I legitimately really like this. I'm gonna stand by the fact that I think the devs need to do, I don't want to say like a little bit of homework, in terms of looking at some other incremental games and how they handle, God, I'm slow. Let's fix that. Other incremental games and how they handle build variety, especially when it comes to like evolutions and fusion, well, evolutions, fusions, like really high tier upgrades. I really like this compass. I'm so glad I bought it. The overclock upgrades from Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, stuff like that goes a long way just to giving you some really interesting variants. There's one that I really like and I point to often called, is it The Last Mage? It's like The Last Mage, The Last Wizard. I played it kind of recently. Well, kind of recently. Not that recently. But it was an incremental game where you were given 3 options, but within each of those 3 options, they had 3 options within them. So if you were offered like plus damage, or for like an upgrade for one of your weapons or abilities, you'd actually be given, so it would be like, upgrade your cold snap. Okay, but here's 3 different upgrades within upgrading a cold snap. So your cold snap would get stronger, but it was like, do you want more attack speed? Do you want more like radius? Do we want to try the Ravager again? I think I'm going to go for the Ravager. I have no, like, basis on whether or not it's better. Okay. Gets me a nice chest, more max HP, some more damage. Piggies are smacking me around a little. This is unwelcome. Okay, go for the attack rate. I want stuff like the regen, but right now I need lethality. Otherwise I'm toast before we even get to the swine boss. Yeah, we might not actually make it here. I just want to make enough money that I can buy that Destruction Essence bonus. If I can. Unfortunately, I don't think we have any points of interest nearby. Yeah, failed. Oh, no swine boss. We do have the other boss, but... No, I should have actually upgraded my ice spell. What was I thinking? I wasn't, is the answer. But just for that little bit of variety, so there's kind of that sense of like, oh, you know, this is the build I'm crafting for this run. Let's see, because this already has the like stat scalability down hard, or down incredibly well. Like I think that's super solidly done. I like the fact that we have this map to explore and things to grab. It's just mostly like very small variances, so I don't just follow the same path every time, chasing victory. I think it's actually most noticeable with the weapon. That's it. Like, okay, with the weapon and the magic, specifically, like the stats going up, you know, crit going up, that's fine. It doesn't really excite me, but, you know, just increasing my crit gain is bog standard, to the point where I don't really expect more than, you know, more than what's already done in so many of these. Let's grab the regen. More gold. Crit bonus. Which I think is kind of what this build needed for lethality. You know, I don't really expect much from those. The problem is my attack for this entire hour-long video has been shooting ice missiles out in random directions and firing a wave forward to damage some things. And while I don't strictly mind that for like a little while, I can't imagine really enjoying this character's auto attack for a 10-20 hour playthrough. And I don't necessarily know if this game is going to be that big. You know, that many incremental games tend to be much shorter than that. Let's see. I'm going to go for probably max health damage resistance, yeah. But yeah, little things that go and change how specifically this character's attacks work would be lovely. Even to the point where I'd actually say, I like the shop system. I almost wish there was something that this had a gear and equipment system, including gear and equipment that changes how you attack. you know, changes like what my attack pattern is, you know, if I had an inventory screen. Because I know they had that in the previous game. Movement speed and damage, movement speed and damage. That you actually did have gear and equipment you'd throw on. Admittedly, all of it was pretty much just stat stick stuff, and you kind of picked and chose like what stats you wanted to focus on depending on your equipment. Oh, there's the boss again. Here's the thing, I'm faster now. Okay, so I gotta keep in mind, he actually will lead attacks. And I have to take that seriously. Yeah, so if you notice, he was charging to the exact spot I was moving to. Once he starts charging, he does not change his path. But he only does the secondary strike if he runs into me. So I can actually cheese him by kind of zigzagging back and forth a bunch. Ouch. Doesn't always work, though. It's a bad time. There we go. No, I guess he still does it. He just runs past me. Okay. FD. Increase my damage. Yeah, I'm trying to kind of kid gloves this guy. Because he will absolutely kill me. Shame about all these resources that are being left behind, but only so much I can do about it. Okay, that should be a decent chunk of resources. Let's see. So yeah, I can increase it so might scale's better. Spread skill's better. However, what I should... Oh, I should go upgrade my spells. Because at the very least we want the Destruction Essence. Oh, that's nutty. Well, there goes all my money. But we're not going to do a full run here. Yeah, it won't let me do another one. I just want to see what level 2 on that looks like. Because does that mean that my destruction magic scaling is now like going to go up that much faster? I hope so. I genuinely do. Let's see what I was going to say about any of these things. I don't know. So for the Cold Snap, it's pretty static. You just get extra targets and it does a little bit more damage. I don't mind that, but I kind of wish it was one of those where I could actually change it. You know, instead of getting an extra projectile, what if it had homing? You know, that would wildly change how the frost spell works. Or if you could change it so it's like a frost breath or an aura instead of a projectile. Obviously, that would require like more programming and whatnot, but it would make, oh boy. So yeah, that is just a +3. Let's see what the next level of this looks like. Because if that's another +3, that's stupid. Especially considering how strong this ice spell is. The enemies just cannot handle it. And it also makes it much safer for me because then I can just waltz through an enemy that's frozen. Really makes me wonder what the other... what the other spells are like, but I will have to leave that for a later date, probably. Let's just grab the other caster. See, I'm just spitting spells left and right. Oh, we haven't even upgraded our spells yet. I like this. This is actually something I've been kind of hoping for Bullet Heavens or incremental games that borrow from Bullet Heavens. I've seen some games that kind of get close. You obviously have that with stuff like Deep Space Miner and whatnot, and Nodebuster that kind of use it, but they don't have the mid-run progression systems. So much of it is because they have like really short, repeatable runs. But to have like a 5-minute run that has heavy incremental progression systems between, that feels good to me. I do wish I was making a couple more choices apart from just like where am I putting my money. Stuff in the camp that actually has like a boolean, hey, do I want X or Y, would actually be kind of nice too. Not as necessary, I think, with what this is giving, because I already have a decent feeling of agency. But a couple of things to kind of give me a greater sense of like, you know, I'm going to grab these things in town. Okay. We don't really need the gold mine for anything, so I guess I can continue on. There's no reason why I need to focus fight those guys. I'm just waiting for that next level of destruction. I just want to see what that gives me. There it is. Ah, so it only goes up at 1, so it just boosted it a bunch. That's still extremely good. Anyway, I guess, let's see. I guess I should probably just go abandon this run, even though it's going great and we're already halfway down. Okay, screw it. We're just finishing this one. Nice bonus, the runs are so short that, yeah, I can just do an extra run just because. Grab quick. Can't believe I didn't grab it earlier. Anyway, what was I going to say about anything? I like this game. I think it's really neat. I think it has some good ideas here. It's mostly just a matter of, like, you know, is it going to be a good incremental game, or is it going to be both a good incremental game and a good bullet heaven? And mostly it's just a fine bullet heaven and a really good incremental game that makes me want to play more. To the point where I'm actually a little sad that this is just a demo, because I would actually just keep playing this today. Anywho, I guess with all of this said, should mention that Wielder of the Essence is available on Steam. I think it is Wielder of the Essence, right? I've been covering, yep, Wielders of the Essence. Okay, there we go. The demo is available on Steam, so if you want to play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It's a good time. You're not really going to see too much different from what I've already shown, but as somebody that loves me a good bullet heaven, loves me a good incremental game, this is a very solid fusion between, and one that I'm excited to see where it develops, especially as I get more units, more spells, and more things to do and mess around with. I really, really like the fact that this is a spin-off. I know spin-off was always kind of a dirty word back in the day. Yeah, kind of. Spin-offs have always felt kind of like a dirty word because a lot of developers would just make them cheaply. They weren't worth putting effort into. And so it always felt kind of cheap and boring. But I feel like indie developers have done a really good job of making their spin-offs actually cromulent. Fully standalone experiences. I'm thinking like Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon. I liked that game. I thought that was really good. I actually liked it better than Shovel Knight. I'm not a platformer guy. Metroidvania, maybe, but even then, I found Shovel Knight to just be frustrating. And so, you know, that was really good. I'm thinking Cadence of Hyrule, which was admittedly like a weird Zelda crossover spin-off. Slash like mashup with what am I thinking? Crypt of the Necrodancer, there we go. And like I thought that was a neat way of handling things. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other like good indie game spin-offs recently. I'm coming up with some blanks, but that's okay. I guess there aren't many of them for a reason. It's not exactly, I mean, most indie devs don't make it past their first game. Many don't even make it past their, like, second or third. Ow, boy hurts. Well, it's okay. I don't really expect to win. I don't even care to win. Yeah, part of the problem is I'm trying to fight him in the forest, which is just a genuinely bad place to be. Yeah, you heard me, Lorax. Get out of here. Alright, well, anyway, that was a very good time. I'm looking forward to playing more of this. I guess, well, I have some resources. Let's take a look at what the other spells are, just for the sake of it. Arcane Spear. Projectile that bounces off of screen edges. Oh, that's fun. And can't do the Creation Spire, so be it. Alright, well, is there anything else to really say at this point? No, so I guess for now, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, it helps more than you know, and if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.